Very good morning, children. So, today we are going to discuss the second problem of exercise 2.4. So, to start with, let us understand the question. A positive number, so instead of saying a number, they gave positive number. So, please be careful with this, is 5 times another number. Okay. So, 5 times another number. That means if one number is going to be x, then the value of yv is going to be 5x. Okay. Hope you are clear. If we take one number as x and the other number as y, they are saying that a positive number is 5 times another number. That means y will be equal to 5x. Okay. Instead of taking two variables, you take single variable by using this hint. This hint is given only for that, not to think that there exist two numbers. Okay. For example, if x and y are two numbers, they are giving us the hint that this a positive number is 5 times another number. Okay. If this another number is going to be x, then the value of y will be equal to 5 times x. Okay. Now, if 21 is added to both the numbers, that means for 5x and this x. Okay. Don't consider this y. I will explain on the board. Just for the understanding of the question is quite important for this kind of problems. I am explaining here. So, I am taking one number as x and the other number is going to be 5x by the hint given. If we are going to add 21 to this 5x and this x to both the numbers they told. Hence, we have to add the 21 to both x and 5x also. Then, one of the new numbers becomes twice the other new number. Okay. So, 5x, when we add 21 to 5x, they are saying that this new number will be twice that number. I will show you on the board. The reason why I am explaining here on the textbook is usually most people will consider this one number as x and y as two different numbers. If you take like that, you won't get the answer. Okay. So, now let us start solving this. Okay. So, let one number be x. Please keep the textbook with you while you are writing the solution and don't fail to write the question in the CW. As I am saying, for this kind of problems, understanding question is very, very important. So, let one number be x. So, if we are going to take one number as x, then the other number is going to be, the other number will be, as they told, it's 5 times x. 5 into x gives us 5x. Hope you are clear with the first statement of the question. If we are going to take one number as x, then the other number will be going to be 5x. Now look. So, according to the problem or by the problem, look. So, they told if 21 is added to both the numbers, that means if being the biggest number, I am taking this first. So, the answer will come perfectly 5x plus 21. Okay, because they told us to add 21 to both the numbers. What are the numbers here? 5x and x. So, x plus 21. If you do like this, what it is going to happen is, if 21 is added to both the numbers, then one of the new numbers becomes twice. Twice means 2 times. Okay. So, if 21 is going to be added to given numbers, the one number will be equal to twice the other number. Hence, 5x plus 21 will be equal to 2 into x plus 21. If you observe, now we got both the variables as x. So is the reason they gave this hint. Now let us continue solving this. So 5x plus 21 will be as it is. 2 into the first term of the binomial 2x, because 2 into x gives us 2x. This plus comes as it is. Now 2 into 21, 42. Okay, 2 into 21, 42. Now look. So let us bring the like terms to one side. 5x plus 2x, if we transpose to this side, it will become minus 2x is equal to 42 as it is. Plus 21, if we transpose to the other side, it will become minus 21. 5x minus 2x being the variables of same type or the like terms, we can directly do the subtraction. 5 minus 2, 3x is equal to 42 minus 21 is again 21. Now 3 is in multiplication with x. So if we transpose to the other side, it comes to the division. 21 by 3. 3 ones are 3 sevens are. So we got one number as 7. Okay. Therefore, one number is equal to 7. Okay. If one number is going to be 7, then how will we get the other number? Other number is equal to, we already took the other number as 5x. That means 5 into, we already have the value of x as 7. 5 into 7 is equal to 35. Hope you are clear. So as they told, there exist two numbers. As we got the value of x as 7, the other number is already taken as 5x by the problem. So 5 into 7, 35. So one number is 7 and the other number is 35. Now, before moving to the third problem, it's quite important to understand one concept which I am going to discuss now. You copy this answer in the CW. What I am going to explain after this, you don't copy in CW. I will give it as a points. Okay. You copy those points after this solution. Then we will go to third one. Hope you are clear. First you will write the second answer. Okay. Next, I will send you some points through a document. You will copy those points. After that, we will continue the third answer. Hope you are clear. Now let us move to that explanation part. Okay, look. So I'm taking a 2-digit number, for example 35. Please observe the board very carefully. Very important concepts which is going to be helpful in the future also. So 35. If I want to write the expanded form of 35, which you will learn since your 5th class. So if you want to write it, the expanded form of 35, how will you take it? So 35 ones place, tens place. Then the expanded form of 35 is going to be 3 into 10 plus 5 into 1. Because 5 is in ones place, so 1, and 3 is in tens place. So this 10 is not a number. Please be careful. This 10 indicates place value. And here 1 indicates place value. This 1 and 10 are not the numbers. Now look. So if this is place, tens place, here 1 is also place value. Now look. What about this 3 and 5? These are the digits representing the tens and ones place. Now look. If I just assume the value of 3 as x, that means I am taking x is equal to 3, and similarly the value of y, I want to assume it as y. That means 5 is going to be the value for y. Y is equal to 5. Now, as I am saying that x is equal to 3, can I write x into 10 in place of 3 into 10 here, yes, plus, again I am assuming the value of y as 5, so y into 1, x into 10, x10, or usually how will you write 10x plus y into 1 is y. Now this is the general form of a 2-digit number. Okay, so whenever someone asks you what is the general form of a 2-digit number, you have to say 10x plus y. So 10x plus y is the general form of 2-digit number. Okay, general form of 2-digit number. Now look, here is the important thing to be keep in mind. So we have the general form of a 2-digit number as 10x plus y. What actually is the original number which we have taken? It is 35. Now reverse the number. So if we reverse this 35, the new number which is going to form is 53, isn't it? The new number that comes after reversing 35 is 53. Now write the expanded form of 53. So if we start writing the expanded form of 53, you will get 5 in 10's place now and 3 in 1's place. Now look, through this, how will you write this? 5 as 5 into 10 plus 3 into 1. Now come back to the discussion. What exactly is 5 here? 5 is equal to y. So now we can write this as y into 10 plus what's the value of 3? X. X into 1. So y into 10, 10y plus 1 into x or x into 1 is x. Now look. Please observe the relation between these two general forms. This is the general form of a 2-digit number, and this is going to be the general form when the digits are reversed. When the digits are reversed. Based on this topic, the next question is going to come. Hence, understanding of this concept is quite important. So, the general form of a 2-digit number is 10x plus y, and when the digits are reversed, please be careful. The place values won't change. Look, 10 is 10 here, 1's is 1's place only. Only the digits x comes to the 1's place and y which is in 1's place goes to 10's place. Okay, this is the discussion which helps us to solve the next questions, and this is the general form of a 2-digit number. Now let us see what is the general form of a 3-digit number going to be. So as I have given the explanation for 2-digit number, the same thing appears for 3-digit number also. For example, 573. The expanded form is going to be 5 into 100 plus 7 into 10 plus 3 into 1. 5 into 100, 7 into 10 and 3 into 1. So the general form we can take as 100a. That means the value of 5 is given to a plus 10a plus 3, sorry, a not b, because 7 is different, isn't it? So here it is b and the third variable c. Okay, so this is the general form of a 3-digit number. So general form of 3-digit number. The general form of a 3-digit number is 100a plus 10b plus c. Now, what is the general form when the digits are reversed? Just like the previous thing, when the digits are reversed. So when the digits are going to be reversed, the new form is going to be, please be careful, this 100 again is not a number, it is the place value. So C will come to 100's place and B will be there exactly as it is in the tens place, and this A which is in hundreds place will move to ones place. So hope you are clear with this, because most of the people will make a mistake by taking this 100 as a digit and not as a place value. So please be clear with this discussion. If possible, watch the video again and again so that you will get firm idea about this. So general form of a 3-digit number is 100A plus 10B plus C. When the digits are reversed, it is going to be 100C plus 10B plus A. Okay. So now this ends up our class today. As I told, this exercise itself is quite important, not only for this but for upcoming classes as well. So let us go very systematically. Now, as I told, for this explanation I am going to send a special document, a separate document which you will copy after copying the second solution. Hope you are clear. That's all for today. Let's catch up tomorrow.